Y'all ever been in a committed relationship with somebody and every other month y'all are going through something? Y'all got another obstacle you got to go through every other month. Some people it's every month. Some people it's every week. But there's always an obstacle. You're always on an emotional roller coaster with that person. And just one day you looked at that person and said, and just thought to yourself, can I do this for the rest of my life? As a divorced woman, one of the biggest lessons I've been taught about love is that love is very important. But compatibility, it is what is going to take you through the ends of time. Compatibility is what's going to take you to 80, 90, 100 years old in your rocking chair with your lifelong companion,
right,
watching the sunset.
Right.
And that roller coaster that you're on with that person, it's not normal. It's not love. It's not even passion. It is toxicity disguised as love. And oftentimes you hear people say, I love hard. I love hard. Okay. You can love hard, but that constant bickering and not seeing eye to eye and every other month, every week it's something, that is the universe telling you that you are not compatible with that person at this stage you are in your life. It does.
Yes, compatibility is very, very important in a relationship. If you are in a relationship with someone and you dated that person just because, I don't know, that person had their stuff together, they might have their own place, their own car, nice job. Those things that's good. That's good. But if you're not compatible, it won't work. I don't care how much that person has their stuff together. If you two are not compatible, it will not work. You might have gotten with that person because that person is financially stable. Again, if you're not compatible, it won't work. You might get with that person because you like them. You want them. You might think that they're cute, fine, sexy, attractive. All those things are good. But if you're not compatible, it won't work. Compatibility is the thing, and she said it right, is the thing that makes a relationship or a marriage last until death do your part.
Doesn't mean that that person is a bad person. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It means that you are not compatible. It means you're not compatible. So let me give you a few examples of incompatibility. If you have to work hard to change who you are, to fit into this person's idea of who you should be, you're incompatible. If you
Right. Sometimes in a relationship or in a marriage, couples do this. This can go either way for a man or a woman. But let's start with the men first. If you meet a woman and if she was wearing high shorts, or high skirts, real short skirts, and you start telling her you don't like that, a woman that's in a relationship or a marriage wouldn't wear anything like that. If it's fine, it was fine when you were single, but you're supposed to honor who you with. You are a reflection of me, and when you go out in the world. So those things that you used to wear when you were single, you can't wear those things no more. You can't. I don't want the world seeing my stuff. Hey, that's supposed to be something that you wear at home when you're with me. That's you. That's a man trying to change that woman. It can be other examples, along the way, but that was the, one of the things that came to the first thing that came to the top of my head. You're trying to change that woman. And if that woman is really into you, she would conform to all of those things that you don't like. Now, what happens is when she start doing what appeases you, what you like, what you want, she loses herself and she starts to become who you want her to be and not who she is, who she really is. And that's when the word compatible comes in that. That means you wasn't compatible. You wasn't compatible. Because if you was compatible, those things like high skirts or high shorts, booty shorts or whatever wouldn't bother you. Because hey, together or not, hey, I'm gonna let you be you. And it doesn't bother me at all. But when you got to change a person or try to change a person into who you want them to be, try to shape and mold them into who you want them to be, then you two are not compatible and it won't work and it won't last. Even if that person do change for you, they're only changing because they must have some type of feelings or emotions toward you. They must really love you and they're trying to change for you, but they're not changing for themselves. They're not being who they really are. They're not being themselves. They're being who you want them to be. That means you're uncompatible and it won't last for long until death do you part. It might last a few months, days, years, but it won't last until death do y'all part, till y'all olden golden years, because that person is not being who they are.
Are having more days that you are drained than you are energized, you're incompatible. If you are having more days of frustration than you do joy with that person, you're incompatible. If you have to constantly say to yourself, man, we had a good week. Man, we had a good month.
I think me and her look good together. What y'all think? Look, the same pose. Look, I don't know. Look, you say you a divorcee. Hey. Let's stick to the script. I want you. We might be compatible. Holler at me.
You're probably incompatible. And when I say that constant roller coaster, I'm not talking about, when you first meet somebody, you first are getting to know somebody, there's a little bit of learning curve in every relationship. Just like you're new on the job, right? You could have worked in that industry for years, but you're new to that particular company, so there's a little bit of a learning curve. So you got to learn that person, their nuances, how they think, right? Sometimes there's a little bit of trauma. I'm not talking about the learning curve that you experience when you're first meeting someone in the first few months. I am talking about the constant yo-yoing of emotions. That is the universe telling you you're not compatible. That is a very hard pill to swallow when you love someone. And when you have made a commitment to be with this person.
If someone doesn't bring you peace, you're not compatible.
That's a very hard pill to swallow, that you're not compatible with someone. Because as humans, it's natural for us to want things to work out, especially when we made a commitment to it. But I am telling you, once you get past that honeymoon stage of the first few months, it isn't normal every single month to be going through something with somebody that you committed to. And
a honeymoon stage is really the first couple of years, not the first couple of months. The honeymoon stage is the first couple of years. I know people been hearing this for a while, and the honeymoon stage. There's people who know what the honeymoon stage is, and there's for people who don't know what the honeymoon stage means. But for the ones who do, that's fine. But for the ones who don't know what the honeymoon stage is or what it means, it simply means when you meet someone, you're all excited because it's fresh and it's new. But that's the honeymoon stage. But after a while, usually not a couple of months, but a couple of years, well, 1 or 2 years after that newness wear off, after that freshness wear off, after all that excitement of dating and meeting and courting someone new wears off, then the real deal relationships kicks in, or marriage. Because sometimes you can be in a honeymoon stage in a marriage. In the first couple of years of being married, you're in marriage bliss because it's fresh, it's new. But that's the honeymoon stage. But after a couple of years, after that freshness and newness wear off during a dating period or a marriage period, then you begin to see who that person really are. Then you begin to see, can this really go on till death do us part? And this goes for the man or the woman. When that honeymoon stage wear off, that's when the real deal relationship or marriage kicks in.
Cannot convince me that it's normal. It's not. And it's the universe's way of telling you, let that shit go. And so, no, for the record, I do not believe that relationships are cookies and cream and every day is about sunsets and smiles and ice cream. No, I don't believe that. I believe that relationships are hard work. But I am just sharing this with you because it's one of the hardest lessons I've had to learn about love. We can love somebody down. But oftentimes, if you think about it, and some of us have been in relationships like this, that didn't work out, when you look back on it, those were people that was cool to hang out with.
Yes.
But it never should have turned into a relationship.
Yes.
It never should have progressed into a relationship.
Right.
So I said all that to say, pay attention to the emotional highs that you are on with the person that you are committed to. If there is a constant yo-yoing of emotion, listen to the universe. Don't fight it.
Yeah, man, relationships, man, is hard, man. People just don't get it, man. Relationship is hard, and not only is it hard, it takes hard work. Relationships and marriages, it's more than just a wedding celebration. Sometimes I feel people want to get married or like to get married just to say they have a wife or they have a husband. Or just for the wedding celebration and the wedding reception and walking down the aisle in tuxedos and wedding dresses and bridesmaids and groomsmen and best men and a pastor marrying you off in the church, and that wedding celebration. I believe a lot of people get married for that fantasy that's plays in their head since childhood or whatever. But when after all that is over with, then the real deal marriage kicks in. And that requires hard work. And that's one of the reasons why the divorce rate is so high these days, more than ever than back in the days, because marriage takes work and nobody wants to put in work. Not only does it requires work, but I believe the divorce rate is so high these days because people give up so easily. The same problems that you face now these days in a relationship, in a marriage, people face back in the days in a relationship, in a marriage, but they stuck it out and they were still together until death do them part. But these days, people are so quick to end a relationship or a marriage. Hey, you cheated, I'm out. Oh, you hit me, I'm out. You did this, I'm out. You did that, I'm out. Or if they stay, if you did this, I'm cheating. You did that, I'm gonna cheat back. And you did that. Next thing you know, you got a bunch of chaos and drama in your marriage or in your relationship. People give up too easily. It's they don't want to put in work. they don't want to put in the hard work that it takes to be married or in a relationship. It's gonna be, every day is not gonna be sunny. There are gonna be rainy days. That's what the song by New Edition means when they say, "Can you stand the rain? Storms will come. This I know for sure. Can you stand the rain?" Oh yeah, you looking so beautiful. I'm serenading you. Storms will come. This I know for sure. Tell me, can you stand the rain? Sonny, meaning that rainy days, stormy days is going to come. Bad days in a relationship, that's a metaphor for bad days are going to come in a relationship, in a marriage. But will you stick it out? Will you still love me? Will you still be there? Will you cheat back? Will you break up? Will you divorce? No. Were we even compatible from the jump? Like she said. So you have to realize, man, you have to be. That's the number one. And a lot of times, these days, especially in these internet days, social media days, people are not marrying or in relationship off of compatibility. That's somewhere way down at the bottom of the list, when that should be at the top of the list. Are we compatible? These days, people are dating and in relationships for the wrong thing first. Oh, she got a bad body. Ooh, he got a bad body. Ooh, she got a cute face. Ooh, he got a cute face. Ooh, he got money. Ooh, she got money. Ooh, she got the best sex. Ooh, he got the best sex. Ooh, he got a big thing. Ooh, she got the wettest thing. Ooh, she take it all away. Ooh, she took. Boy, I sound like a rap song, huh? Yeah, but that's why people are in relationships these days. They bypass, are we compatible? But they look at first all the other things that doesn't matter. And those things that you're looking at first that doesn't matter will not make y'all last till death do y'all part. Man, I got a story that I can really share with this video, but I don't want to make this video too long. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end this video right here. And maybe on my next video, I'm going to share with y'all a story that's compatible with this story. Look, this is 304 Sweet Daddy. You just came into another episode of my 304 medicine. I know y'all looking for them 304 videos. I'm coming with the 304 videos. It's going to be on the channel that bring y'all real hot 304 videos back to back. But like I said, I'm just getting my channel started, just getting my feet wet, just getting in the dough, trying to get into the groove of things. But until then, look, like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all get down on those comments. Let me know what y'all think. Smash the like button and get down in those comments. Let me know what y'all think. And that's it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe on my other YouTube channel as well. No Judge Zone Street Interviews. Look, for those of y'all who's into that. And hey, this is 304 Sweet Dad, and I'm out. Damn, she cute. I want her. Look, somebody tag her. Tell her I want her. Look, all the relationship problems, all the let's see if we compatible. Look, we look good together on this screen. Look, I'm out. This 304 Sweet Daddy. I'm out.